Ahoy, landlubbers, it's me, your Captain Vasco. And you'll probably notice that the runtime on this video is shorter than the ones I usually post, and that's because it's only part of a stream. That's because we just finished playing Full Throttle, a classic LucasArts adventure game from my youth. I think chat's consensus is the accurate take on the game, which is, it's fun but kind of mediocre. We just finished playing a round of Secret Squirtle. He was hiding behind Greggysaurus, the Stegosaurus. Yeah, we had some time to kill, and who doesn't love Dorfromantik? And the last time that we posted one of these videos, there it is, we didn't actually finish this dwarf that we were romancing. And so some of you have just been dying from the cliffhanger, I know. I'm sure at least one person has watched all, like, 4 hours of that video and was like, I want more Dorfromantik. Well, I'm here for you. Now, I have absolutely no recollection of precisely what I was doing, so the first thing we're gonna do is take stock of what the landscape looks like. Got a little train... This is nice. This little windy train path that I made for some really useless reason. Remember that this was where I was putting fields, and that there's this big old town that I was, like, kind of close to closing off. Town's pretty much closed off. I was wrapping the train around here. Hi, Neko, welcome to the stream. No need to feel bad. I will make sure that the Full Throttle second portion of the game gets posted to YouTube. But we just finished it off, watched the credits, and we're here for some dwarfs, you know? We have a full water tile. I'm not sure what to do with it. We have a big forest we're working on over here. There were some mystery tiles around here, right? We opened this one, this like boar forest. I think it was Zacula? Someone came here last time and was like, boars are terrible for the environment. And we had such a weird conversation about that. Yes, okay, so I have a general sense of where we were building certain things. We do have, this run we have a couple trains. Look at this one. Oh, it crossed paths with this boat. This game is really good. You should buy it on Steam. It costs like $10 US. It's $9.99. It's worth your money. It's a very good game. There aren't a lot of games that I shill relentlessly, and every time I play this game, I feel the need to tell everyone that it costs $9.99, and you can buy it from Steam whenever you want. It's very good. So we have this ongoing ocean quest. Have I joined the bodies of water together? No, right? Like, this all is separate from this river system I made with this big Twitter bird. So where do we like the lake, huh? We have this big wet tile here. What do you want to do with this big wet tile I've created? We could attach it to this lake, which I don't hate, you know. We could sort of build another big old lake out of it or something. We could attach it to this water train station, which, you know, the ultimate goal here was always to link this up to the water system. Maybe put a boat in there someday. I feel like those are my preferred option. We could stretch it out from here. I feel like that's gonna create a mess for me. Yeah, I feel like those are the options that make the most sense. Like the water train station? More of a puddle train station? I mean, a lot of them end up like that. Yeah, I mean, like, this one has no water around it whatsoever. I like that when you just surround that with land, you just have a train station with a moat in it. Or around it, rather. Sure, let's dampen this train station, why don't we? Well, and it's chat's favorite tile, Dead Tree. I'm not a big fan of Dead Tree, but for some reason, chat loves Dead Tree. Fine. Can I, what the heck was the plan here? How did I let... Oh, this... I created this because this was both a river and a railway. That's what happened there. I mean, that's not very good, is what that is. I would love to put this here if I thought I could get some sort of, like, train track that would bridge this gap correctly, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I could, like, put this here and hope for a, train station or something. Maybe I just do that. Like, I wanted to link that together. And it adds to the, quest there. Why not? Now, while we are low on tiles, huh? We had a little bit more than that when we left off. Oh God, is there another hidden tile? There sure is. Wow. Wowee. Okay. Huh. That's quite the conundrum I've created for myself. If I link this together, I will automatically fail. Huh. If I use this to connect all the houses together, then this quest over here at the bottom, I only need 17 more houses. If I don't do that, it needs 150 houses. So, like, my options here... Oh no, I could still build this around and connect to there. Well, only do that in theory, huh? Because it seems like this is the only open spot, this entire village thing. Is that right? It appears to be correct. So if I was to do this and then connect a single house to it so that I completed the quest up there, then there would be no way to connect this to the rest of these houses. I could either hope for a tile that has exactly 5 houses on it, which I think exists, or I could do this, hope to find 1 house, and that'll complete, like, 2 quests at once. Considering how few tiles I have left, I think that's probably the best. Hope for a single house. Nope. 5 was the correct guess. 5 would have done it. If you look down there, the bottom of our visible tiles. Okay. Fields together. Have a couple quests in progress. I'm not sure if we'll get any of them done, frankly. Exactly 5 houses on this tile. That's a bummer. Let's connect that over here. This one's still tree. I'm looking at the one below it. Only active forest stuff is over here, right? Question. Can I turn this so that exactly 1 of these house tiles connects? Oh, I can't. That's disappointing. We might be in trouble then. Oh wow, that's a... Oh wow. Look at that. That's a swan tile. I ain't never seen a swan tile before. They sure did add a bunch of stuff to this game since I last played it. Well, I don't think we're gonna make much progress here. Really could have afforded to, end this run at the end of that stream. Although it had been like 4 full hours or something. And tree. And we didn't hit our high score. I think this is a pretty good one, right? I like this big waterway. This is one of my favorite things about this one. Jason, indeed. We did also get like 3 trains or something, which is pretty good. Normally we get like 0 trains, and I'm grouchy about it for weeks. I like the way this one came out. This is really nice, and I like this big weird lake I made. Yeah. This one's nice. In fact, I'm gonna save it. It's gonna be my new saved one. Now, try again is just a new game, right? This interface is a little bit new to old Vasco. Hey, look, it's a new game. Well, guess it's time to start a new game, huh?
Babe?
Okay. Well, We're gonna start with a clock tower right in the middle of everything. We get some water, and you know what? What's a great start to a dwarf? Is a boat and a lake. Well, if you want to watch the dwarfening of that last dwarf, that video is already on YouTube. Other than the last part that that you've just witnessed, which really wasn't that much. But for some reason we had like twice as many tiles when I left off, and I thought I'd be able to. I thought I'd be able to finish the town there, which would have given me like 10 more tiles and would have given us a chance at continuing to go, but not so much. Just kind of there, and then I don't know, probably like forced out like this way. Oh yeah, let's do this. Like these blank edges sort of fit together, but then those houses can connect. You can build the field off here, and this could sort of be the end of the river if it has to be, or whatnot. Look at all these. Oh man, now we get train track. This is a good start. This is. Oh, look at that. Look at how nice that is. Oh. So good. This is why we played Dorfromantik, available on Steam for $9.99 US. Oh man, and then we can connect house and also field and not disrupt the train tracks? This is a disproportionately high score for like 9 tiles. Yeah, something like this probably, I think. I'd rather... Pretty close. I would just rather... The house there? Yeah, I think I like that. Ah, shoot, there was a tree on this one. If I'd paid attention to that, I would have just connected these 2 tiles at the trees, and that would have been nice. Already a hidden tile? What kind of start is this? It's bananas. Where do I want single copy of house? Probably like here? Kissing this house? Mwah. Maybe build this here. Try to like... I just don't like the way that looks. Boop. What houses, you say? Pretty good. Okay, here's an important question. Might we want to put a stop point for the railroad? Do we want it right here by the mill? You might know that I have a really soft spot for trying to make the train tracks look like they're supposed to go to specific spots on the map. So I'm really tempted to do this. No worries, Demolition. I appreciate you being here, and you've already been very generous, giving basically everyone who wasn't already subbed in chat gift subs. I would be so excited if the Dorfromantik devs came to my stream. I've had that happen twice now, both times for reasonably small indie games. But like, man, I would just be like, you don't understand. Like, I hate pretty much every game that I play, and every time I play this game, I tell every person to buy it all the time, always. Your game is very good. I'm putting... Oh, wow, this run is unbelievable. Are you seeing this? Are you all seeing this? Ooh, but this is nice. This looks good. Demolition flexing. Thank you for the gift subs to Critwitch and HexyPS or Caxips. I don't think I got an answer on which was correct, so just toss both out there. And we also had them to Miss Toasty, was it Critwitch before? No, it was Niveus. Niveus Soul. Scrolling through chat was also scrolling through the game. Man. Just, oh, look. I mean, look at this. We're like 15 tiles in. We already have a functional train that goes to a windmill. I hope that this is a high score game because I want to keep it forever. That looks pretty good. Trees there. Completed a quest. Unbelievable. Yeah, that looks good. I like that. Completed field quest. Points on points on points. Shame that I can't get these houses to touch while also joining the fields. That would be really good. I could really ambitiously put this here, hoping to find a tile that better does that. Put it like... which is okay. Or I could just, like, use it for houses. That doesn't seem great. Yeah, I mean, I like the way that looks. I'm gonna do that. I mean... I like this. It's not good, but I like this. Boat battle. It's good news, she got streams working on her laptop again. They work in Opera. Laptop is so bad it can't handle Firefox anymore. Oof. I'm sorry, Neko. I hope that magically... I hope Santa brings you a new laptop for Christmas somehow or other. I think we gotta turn this way. Isn't a perfect fit, but it's pretty good. It touches those trees. Guess we're going this way. Somehow did get a perfect tile out of that. And will chat, I need you to confirm that I'm not hallucinating. Do you also see another, like, lake tile with a boat on it? We're like 20 tiles in, and we had 3 of that exact tile. We just have, like, a system of lake boats. Pretty good. Better than this. Gonna do this. Pretty good. Technically could do better. Want this. Either of those locations where I put it sort of jeopardizes the ease of making a perfect tile out of the full windmill. And we're gonna have... oh my god, and under that lake tile is another river with a boat. What is happening? Did they finally answer my prayers and, like, up the spawn rates of the tiny vehicles? Also, and I don't know how chat feels about this, for some reason I really want there to be, like, a third vehicle. Like, maybe add, like, road tiles or something? I don't know if that, like, makes the game seem too industrial. Like, I love the trains and I love the boats, but, like, for some reason it feels like there should be a balance between 3. Tractor tiles, that would be something. I think I'm gonna put this here. Not ideal, but I think that's what I'm gonna do. This is out of hand. Look at these boats. Look at how much boats. Look at how much boats, I say to you. Look at how much boats. It's so boats in here. It's very good. I should probably zoom out. But, I mean, look at how much boats. So, like, I could connect houses here. Well, I guess that's something. I think I just want to, like, do this. Okay. Got their, like, field-forest combination. Ooh. That look over... Nope, it's not quite right. Bad. I don't know, man. I really want this to be sort of like a really nice aesthetics run, but I also want it to go for a really long time because it's such a good start. Really torn. Really torn. Looks pretty good. I like that better, though. Okay, some houses. Yeah, I think that's what I would like. And then... Ooh, that's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Blank tile, huh? Blankety blank tile. I mean, I'm pretty sure that just goes here. Whether or not I'll actually be able to make use of that, I don't know. Tiny harvesters mowing the fields would be pretty good. If they did that, do you think that they would, like, they would basically treat the fields as, like, the waterway or the railway? Like, they would just follow the field to whatever point and then just go to another one? Really want a river that has a field on it for, like, right here. So I'm going to keep building the river down until I can make that happen, which is a terrible idea. But that's the thing that I'm doing, in case you're curious. Sure. Wow, these continue to line up nicely. They're not great for, like, a big continuous thing, but, like, they're just so perfectly slotted together. Look at this railway. It's unreasonable. By which I mean it's so good. Found yet another lake tile. I kind of feel like this lake tile should go here. Yeah, that's what my gut says. Ooh. Split rig. Do I want that? I think I like this. Big field quest, huh? Could join that at the trees. Yeah, I like that. And then I can still build the forest off of it. Yeah, I feel like the boats need like a little common area. That's what I'm trying to do with this lake here, right? That's not heal. Oh, it's so close to being something I could use here. Just isn't. Not really. And that isn't quite right either, unfortunately. I've made progress with Gentleman Rowlet. Oh, that's very exciting, Neko. So, let me ask you this. Do you plan on having, like a particular emphasis on Pokemon? Or is that just because that happened to strike your fancy while you were working on your Etsy store patterns? I'm just gonna put this here because I like how it looks. Apparently there's a secret tile somewhere over there. It doesn't feel like that should be close enough to trigger that, but okay. That's pretty nice. Then more town. Oh, it wants a really small town, huh? Hey, could use this. Yeah, that seems good. Okay. So I could attach this end rail to some part of town. And then that could be like another endpoint for the railway without stopping it from what it's currently doing. I like that. This field doesn't fit perfectly, but I do like how it sort of connects all those houses, and it works for me. Still haven't found a river with a field on it. Like this to go. Yeah, probably like that. Maybe that here. I could connect those houses together. Yeah, that seems good. We'll do that thing I said. I think I like this. We'll take the trees from the back side of this field and connect them to that forest we started working on. I like to do this, but it kind of cuts off the forest. So, we'll add those trees to our number later. Another one, huh? This one actually wants me to have like a decent number of houses. Ooh, hey there. So that'll let me connect those trees, and it will connect those houses, and it will let me connect to more houses? Yeah, I think that's where I want that to go. Ooh, water train station. Okay. I'm pretty sure I bought Dorfromantik myself because I don't think anyone knew about the game until I started streaming it. Other than when I saw Bear Taffy streaming this randomly. I had no idea what it was, but it looked quaint, and I watched it for like 6 hours, and I was like, oh, that was 6 hours? I should buy that. But I do believe you gifted it to Cheryl, because she streamed it a bit, I think, in, like, the spring or the summer. I think this is when I got myself. To answer my question, Neko said, started a Pokemon Cafe, and the first outfit you can unlock is Rowlet in a top hat and monocle. Ah, that makes sense. And you wanted to make a few Pokemon to work out your style. I'm really excited for it. I hope the Etsy thing really takes off. Yeah, I don't know. So I feel like I want to put this here. I think it might technically still give me this as a perfect tile. This windmill this terrible windmill I created that has just done nothing for me. But also I just like that it sort of like connects the river to the town. So like this little town here is connected by the railway and the river. It's like just like a really nice. It feels like I'm creating like an infrastructure here. I care way too much about Dorfromantik. I mean, that looks good. That's a good tile right there. Yeah, I think I want this here. Someday I'm gonna figure this crap out. I'm gonna get at least one tile that helps me someday, maybe. Ooh. Well, if I do this way, then I can sort of connect the forest together and connect the houses on that side. But then this doesn't ever do anything, and that's a problem. I feel like I kind of just have to turn this way. I think that's the only right thing to do. Unless I want to just start a whole new railway. Which, that's kind of a question. Is that something I want to do? Could do it. Definitely has more, like, short-term applications. But, like, this is just kind of nice. Builds up on that quest. Gives me, like, another place to put railway tiles if I get weird ones I don't want. Another one coming up that... If I turned this one, I think it would turn it back towards the secret tile, which was kind of what I was trying to do initially. Even though I don't think it's likely that the secret tile is train-related. It's just like, this isn't a particularly good fit here. Feel like I could get more value out of it. Alright, I've talked myself into this somehow. Do this. And I keep getting fields with railway tiles, which I want a field with a water tile, which I think is actually coming up finally. If this field matched the field on the existing tile, I'd be really excited about it. But that isn't the thing that's happened. Alright, I'm building a weird ancillary railway over here, and it's terrible and it's not good, but if it comes together, I'll be really pleased with it. Ooh, hang on. Ooh, this is basically the tile I've been waiting for here all my life. Yeah. Okay, and then this one. Does it work? It does not work. That one doesn't work. So that gets to be... down here, I guess. Alright, so that is not railway related. So I have a new plan. Now that I've confirmed that, I'm gonna wrap this around through here and down to this town. It's like the worst path to take to get there, because this just ends here, but it's what we're doing. Don't ask any questions, it's my plan. It just makes perfect sense. Questioning it, it's not gonna help you. That, or would I rather have, like... I'd rather have this. Connect this down to there. Okay, more houses, more houses. Doesn't immediately connect to anything, but I do like the way that looks. I have to make sure not to put anything here, here, or here. Have to connect through there for that railway to make any sense. Will I succeed at this task? It is unlikely. Ooh, that's nice. I can connect that to the forest. This do anything for me? I guess not, probably. Whereas a human might say that, probably not. A nice... I do love that, like, when you move these tiles through different biomes, like, houses change colors and stuff. That's fun. I don't know where I would put this. I feel like I have a good spot for it now. I could do something like that. That's not great. Don't really do what I want. I think that cuts off the forest too much. You know what? This town's not gonna have a great fit anywhere, but I kind of like how it makes this little community by the river. And I can still connect the forest through there. This is another one that this isn't great for points, but I just like the way that looks. Okay. More houses. I have to ignore the obvious problem. That's okay. Completes a quest, that's fun. Yes. I want this. This will be a reasonable reminder not to fill anything in there. Single house, you say? Terrible. Can I do better? Single house? I mean, I put this here and hope for, like, the perfect tile there. I don't hate that. This should let me... This... I have a place I would like to put an end rail with a single house. Really? Not on that side, at least. That seems super terrible. Could put that, like, here. And just have that... have the railway I'm making on the right side sort of wrap all the way around this town. It seems... like, extremely ambitious, but I don't feel like there's a lot I want to do over here. The opportunity cost isn't extremely high. I mean, I could just try to put it, like, here or something. That way I could still sort of build the town out. Maybe that's better. Yeah, I think that's just the best thing to do. Not super exciting, though. Okay. River that still doesn't have fields on it. Sure. Ooh, that fits pretty nicely into that spot. Hot chocolate is your weakness, Demolition? What kind of hot chocolate do you get? You do some sort of, like, completely homemade thing, or is there, like, a brand you prefer? Ooh, can I do... No, that won't really do. This isn't terrible, and connects to the hypothetical fields I should attach to this windmill. Yeah, I think I like this. Just haven't seen you in a while. That. These ones are so awkward. Connect like that. Hope to find some better fits later. Do the trick. It's not terrible. Sure. Of not particularly great tiles in a row, but building something. Let's see. Forest quest near a river. Only realistic place to put that is here. No, it cramps the style of my snaky river I was working on. Now, nuke a mug of milk for 222, stir in powder, occasional marshmallow. Powder same, but long squirt of chocolate syrup. Huh. Biggest fan of warm beverages. This is a thing you probably know about me if you are an obsessive stalker of the stream. But, good hot chocolate every now and then is definitely still good. Really don't like this tile. Ah, yes. Here's what we'll do. Connect these houses to this town down here by the end rail I made. I'm gonna stretch out some bonus forest to this mystery tile someday. Maybe. Fields over here are just complete nonsense. Pretty fun. Next to those houses and whatnot. Although, can I do something good over here? No, I just like really need better fields. Kind of just need better fields, you know? I'm making a lot of sketchy decisions because I think just want these things to look really nice because I really like where this is going. Ask, what's the perfect dessert for? I don't know exactly. I mean, one of the problems is that I have a sweet tooth, and so I like all desserts, and the answer is yes. I don't actually like all desserts. There's definitely things I don't. One of my favorites used to be this this Pennsylvania grocery store cheesecake that had a brownie crust on it. I just liked that it was like a little bit of every... Like, I like desserts that sort of cover multiple bases. Not a lot of things that I really desire a ton of complexity to, but, like, if you're asking about a perfect dessert, it's probably, like, something that has elements of, like, 3 different things. I have a place for this miserable tile. This tile's very not good at all. Oh, that would be extremely bad. What a bad thing that would be. In order for that to even be doable, I would need to have a water train station, like, immediately. That's not great. That's not good. Couldn't even put this here if I wanted to. Wow, shockingly, that's not the worst. That's actually, like, plausible. Okay. Welcome to Jank River, everyone. How have I still not gotten a river that just, like, has a field on it? It's so rude. Nico says, he thinks perfect dessert would be dessert buffet. Yeah, I mean, it's sort of a trick answer, but I feel like that's very reasonable. Don't feel like I can... If I connect this, that I don't hate it. Sure, I guess? I don't know. I want like 1,000 river tiles. Wow. I mean... Yeah, I could do that. I don't know how I'll ever make that work, but that technically could work. If this river ever works, this will be like a miracle of dwarf engineering. Definitely just not getting some of the types of tiles I'd really like to see. And as a result, everything is a little bit awkward. One of these days, these fields are going to connect together. But I'm holding out for something that's going to look really impressive. So, in reality, that will never happen. Seems good. Go with that. A lot of like specific numbers of houses, huh? Put a clock tower here. Why not? This railway piece might have been helpful at some point in the past, but it looks really upsetting to me right now. I mean, that's just a crime. Oof. Oof, I say. I think you can also separately buy the soundtrack for Dorfromantik. I don't remember its cost, but that's significant. It's a good soundtrack. I really have no idea where to put this nightmare piece of crime. It's really just crime. Just crime. I honestly feel like this might be one of the best options, and it's terrible. It's a really bad option. Would need either like a specific three-way branching piece or a train station. But like, where would I put this? Already made this like terrible river up here, but like trying to connect this here is just so bad. Guess I could do this. It's not good, but it's manageable. It's not good. I can't emphasize to you enough how not good it is, because it isn't good. We love the terrible option. I feel like all options are terrible. I don't know specifically which one that refers to. Well, that might be the one right there. I'd rather have 3 there? Yeah, I think I would. Okay. Oh, wait. Hey! Hey! I've been waiting for you forever, extremely specific river tile. Alright, now we can make progress. Okay, there was some place where I was going to maybe put a single house someday. Alright, I wanted to connect to this because it needs a single house. I mean, that should do it. Now I can, like, connect that over to here, maybe? Yeah, that should be fine to do, probably. Oh, the little loop of track over here. Oh, hey, speaking of little loop of track. Oh. Wow. Put that there. Don't know where I would want this to go. It's gonna balloon some nonsense out. Again, I feel like I have a plethora of bad options. That might be as good as that gets. Again, not great. I mean, if I put that, like, up here, then there's just gonna be, like, so many, like, useless railroad like, I feel like I need to make sure that these railroad tracks are actually going somewhere. I actually intend to connect these things together. That's not the best fit, actually. No, those trees don't connect to anything. That's a bummer. Sure. This is acceptable. Small group of trees tile. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure I know where that goes. Yeah, I don't think that'll do it. I think that goes plus 50 points. This is the tile I've wanted here, but now it will connect to another field that's not already connected to the quest and will fail the quest. And that just bums me out, man. Guess this goes here then. Guess this is fine. And what if I did that? No, that wouldn't do what I wanted. Make a perfect tile out of that field. So instead... Okay, it's not great. Better than that, though? I mean, that looks really nice, but that doesn't help anything. Kind of nice. Made a lot of decisions that don't maximize points, and that one does. Yes, next weekend is the 17th and 18th, as far as streaming days go, and that is before Christmas things happen, so I will be streaming then, as I have mentioned. Man, game is really testing me. I mean, I could do this for points. Done worse things. Okay, maybe this will feel but pretty good. Sure, I'll do that. That seems pretty good, actually. What if we... Nope, that's too... Of course that's too many. Of course that's exactly too many. Okay, and then... Oh boy, where does the railway go? Need this. Then some weird curve. Yeah, probably like that. Okay. That, okay. Okay. This is obviously what this railway needed right here. Needed a three-way split. It's just an absolute nightmare. I don't know, man. I just don't know. Huh. So we want a little bitty river, huh? Luckily, I'm working on that. That works surprisingly well there, so I'm gonna put it there. Ooh, is there any place that's gonna want this specific tile? This looks like a rough one. There's like a lot going on, and I mostly don't care for it. None of that lines up nicely. That. This is a pretty bad tile. Probably shouldn't expect too much from it. Yeah, you know, I think connecting to this forest quest that maybe will someday get done is probably about as good as that's going to get. Okay. River. So I need, like, 2 gentle curves here, which is a little problematic. Obviously don't currently have any of them. That's not gonna work. That one doesn't work either. That shouldn't do. So... guess it's that. Have a spot for single forest anymore? No, I used one already. Look good. That's not bad, but it's not great. And also, whatever's happening over here. Yeah, this trade is having a rough time. This is how I've felt pretty much this whole week. Is like, I mean, I'm progressing, I think, but I just can't be sure. Just don't know where I'm going to end up when I'm done doing whatever it is that I'm doing. I could do this. This is actually a pretty good tile. That looks okay. Aha. You the one? No, you're not actually long enough. Rude. You know what? That one just goes there because I don't want to deal with those 2 fields anymore. Yeah, it's probably about as good a fit as I'm gonna get in that spot. And I finished a quest. And I have another long river next to this house. And an individual field. I mean, I could do this just to activate the hidden tile. Oh, that's not good. That will never happen. Mr. Bear, I'm so sorry. That's not going to happen at all. This good? No, that's still too many. Okay. Toss that away and for the best. Completed several tree quests now. Good. Just more of whatever this is. Sure. Just batting water tiles. This does not do what I want, correct? Ooh, actually, that kind of does. Still, I can do better than that, and it will bother me if I don't. There we go. That's done. Ah, water train station. Okay. Where's that go? I feel like I have a lot of places this could probably do some work. Got one here for many boats river. Currently building railway like up and around, sort of. I mean, I could just do this. This? Would that help me do the forest at all? Really? I still need to have a river tile there, and it still needs to have a forest? I honestly think I'm better off... I just think it's physically impossible to complete that bear challenge. I mean, we could put this here and have this little end rail bit be like, you know, servicing depot or something, but like the actual train station is here. Maybe I could put it... Not a good place to try and connect the train on the right side to this horrible nightmare river I'm creating. Really just want this here for some reason, so I'm gonna put it there. Doing me a lot of favors, huh? This is gonna be a big old metropolis when all is said and done, but first I gotta get the right number of houses. Do that. Build a little at a time. Big old forest thing, huh? This doesn't solve any of these problems, right? Technically do that. Would still need like a forest tile, like a half forest, half river tile? Sure, we'll hope, I guess. I think this should be the correct number of houses, right? Do this. This? Yes. Rather this. Okay, so now railroad. Gosh, this has river on it too. Oh, it's so bad. Why are there so many of this tile? Dealing with this a lot. It's like, no, there's no place I want this tile to be. I wonder what it would be like if this game gave you, like, 3 vetoes per round. Because I do find that there's certain times where I get a tile that's just like this, and I'm like, I don't want it anywhere. I would just rather not have it. Is that an option? I'm pretty sure what I aspire to do is just make a little wet donut over here. So I'm just gonna I mean, like this sort of thing. But this actually has trees on it. Does that let me do anything? No, that just kills that quest. Okay. So, how about Wet Donut Part 2? Then that's fine. And this, I think, is finally this. And that's good enough, because I just want to be done with this little windmill. Okay. So that windmill is now completed. And now that I've finished putting 2 houses down twice, I can connect these. Profit. Breathe. That's a lot of trees. If I can try to complete that forest and then build this over here. And you know what? Yeah, I like that idea. Actively have any field stuff going on now, right? Pretty sure. Oh yeah, that looks like a good fit. There's a lot of clock towers in this town over here. I guess the people were really concerned about knowing what time it was. They were in a panic, and they tried to solve the problem with 3 different clock towers that were built simultaneously or something. Anything? That's nothing. Garbage. That's okay. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty much a throwaway tile. It's very specific. I don't find, like, an exact perfect fit. I mean, it's a pretty good fit. I think I'm gonna go with this, though. Okay, big quest railroad piece. Oof. Why is that even an option? That looks awful. I think I'm going to put this here, as bad as this is. And, yeah, we're gonna wrap this. Gosh, this looks so bad. Okay. A fully blank tile, you say? Where can I take advantage of fully blank tile? I don't think I have a great spot for it. Seem to have a couple good spots. That's got just a touch of field on it, which is rough. Same there. This kind of works. This doesn't... That's not helpful. Okay. Sure. That one goes there. Do I have a spot for a single field that isn't overlapping railroad? Almost useful. Put that here. That's pretty good. Put that there. Yeah. Thing that wants this specific combination. Seems very unlikely. Fields on either side, but houses down the middle. Says the town recently averted a civil war on the topic of daylight savings time. Clock towers are a compromise. 1 for, 1 against, 1 for time travel. I mean, I feel like when you have a town with like 3+ clock towers, there's definitely some temporal disturbance there. Like, for sure. There's really no other reason that happens. Is this... No, I already filled it. So, what can I do with this? I feel like that's pretty much as good as that's going to get. Sure. Good there. Perfect tile. Oh, I was gonna ask if I have some place that I wanted to put an end rail, and yeah, maybe one or two. There might be a few spots where that could be useful to me. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to find them, but there might be just like a few spots where I could use that, where the game just like ballooned horribly. And this is all pretty much fine. I could do this. That actually looks pretty good, to be honest. Only reason I would want to not do that is if I like really ambitiously wanted to like wrap the railway around to here and connect to the river with a water train station. And I'm gonna leave that option open just because there's so many other places I could put this miserable end rail. I think what I most like is this, just because if there's any hope of ever completing Bear Tile, getting rid of the train that's right next to it's probably a good start. Ooh. Not perfect, but this is a very specific tile, and this is actually pretty good. Again, not perfect, but that's pretty good. I do actually have some forests I wanted to connect to this river. Oh, wait a minute. No, I can't because there's two loops there. Darn it! It's really close to making the ridiculous bear tile a possibility. What do I need to do to get over here? Gonna need some trees. Good as that's getting. Gosh, this railway is just... I mean, just oof. Just oof comes to mind as a description of what it is. Houses get to touch. That's cute. Then we shall not love that. Big old field. Field doesn't want to play nice. Whatever. I just want to touch that forest. Stop thinking about that forest. Like that looks good. Gotta do that. This river is just like it's just a crime river. Where you go to commit crimes is Crime River. I probably want to do that. Was this good? That's pretty good. Look at all them quests. Look at all them quests. Alright, here's what I think we're gonna do. Place this tile, and there's a few like train tiles coming up, and we're gonna sort those out to try and shape that railway system. That's just I mean, it's also pretty oof if we're being honest. And then I think we're gonna call it a stream most likely. such a specific tile. I have a tile that can make use of this. Oh. Is this the only spot where that forest is still open? That's wild. It's impressive in a really confusing way. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm just gonna do initial plan with that there. Okay, and then seems good. This seems good. And can we do anything interesting with this river before we wrap stuff up? It's no good. I mean, I can add it to Crime River where all the crimes are committed. I mean, look at that. Look at that crime. Look at that wet crime. I mean, I feel like the goal of Crime River at this point is to just become in, like a Nazca line for some eldritch horror. I think that's pretty much the goal there. So I'm kind of a weird spot. Let's just real quick take stock of our whole Dorf here. We have just the most unfortunate bear tile. We have a train. Ding ding. Ding ding. We have like multiple train quests that look like they're pretty close to completion. We have just the most confusing. You know what this set of like rails looks like to me? On the NES there is a game. Oh, there's like a Disneyland game where you like literally go to Disneyland and like all of the levels of the game are like rides and you have to do them. And there's like a Big Thunder Mountain one, and the whole thing with the Thunder Mountain, you're on a train so you can't steer it, but like you can sort of choose where it branches. Like the tracks like fork and you choose left or right. And you kind of have to just like blindly navigate your way to like the bottom of a screen. You're sort of rolling down the whole time. And like the only other thing you can do is I think you can like speed up or slow down slightly to avoid boulders like ramming into your train. And I feel like it basically looks like this. It basically looks like that. We have this interesting body of water that ends in Crime River that's just filled with boats. And at first these boats seemed really lighthearted, but they're all living on Crime River, so I think what we actually have is some sort of crime syndicate. A really wet... Maybe the wet bandits are, like, on those boats. Someday it would be nice to connect this horrible river up to this horrible river. And boy, would that be a sight to behold. I got this big old town with 1 million clock towers. We're working towards a forest quest over here. We have to finish this wet donut at some point, and I feel like that's a lot of the highlights here. You have one train for this extremely confusing railroad, and of course like 7 boats. Sticky bandits now. Sounds right. I mean, after all this time, something would have changed. But this has been fun. I really like finishing up that last Dorf, and this one's been nice too. The only problem with playing Dorfromantik on stream is sometimes I just want to play Dorfromantik, and I feel bad about, like, being mid-Dorf. But that's a Vasco problem is what that is. Menu. Every day my leaderboard score gets just a little bit worse. Alright, well, we've already completed our secret Squirtle discovery for the evening on the earlier stream. If you want to know more about it, even though I spoiled it at the start of the stream, go ahead and watch part 2 of my playthrough of Full Throttle, which hopefully is posted by now. So yeah, I mean, I guess that's everything. Just to clarify, someone had recently asked about it. I do plan to stream next week. which is next Friday the 17th and Saturday the 18th. And then the week after is Christmas, when I definitely won't be streaming. And then the weekend after that is New Year's. Actually on, like, the Sunday, is that right? So I'm not totally sure about what's happening with New Year's. Weird year for that. Next weekend streaming. The one after, definitely not. And then the one after that, we'll see. Figure it out. But I hope you've enjoyed a little dose of Dorfromantik. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being you. And I hope to see you again soon. It's been a lot of fun, people. And stay safe. Hope you enjoy your week until then. Don't forget to make your holiday preparations, because, as always, this month moves real quick. So, buddy, and we'll finish this dwarf someday. It's just too much fun not to.